Queen Elizabeth told Prince Harry that he and Meghan Markle can return to royal life if they want to, anytime. It's been made very clear they can come back whenever they want, when they're ready. That's interesting. Okay, when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step back from their roles as working royals, Queen Elizabeth, not senior royals, working royals, Queen Elizabeth made sure they knew that the door was open to return. An excerpt from Finding Freedom, okay, the book coming out on August 8th, about the Sussexes from royal reporters Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, goes into detail about Harry and Meghan's choice to step back, laying out a play-by-play of how it all went down. And after the agreement for the couple's new lives had been all hashed out, Queen Elizabeth invited Harry to lunch at Windsor Castle, during which, according to Scobie and Durand's reporting, she assured Harry that she supported Harry and Meghan regardless, and that they could return to the fold whenever they wanted. Remember how it went down. Harry and Meghan really, I think, sent out this Instagram, stating that they were carving their own path and leaving the royal family. They wanted to keep all the money and they're just going to do whatever they wanted. That created a crisis in the palace, and then the Queen and Meghan fled the country. She was supposed to meet with the Queen. She fled England and left Harry to deal with it. And then a few days after that, the palace, after scrambling and scrambling, put out a statement that you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then Harry made an announcement saying, well, this is not at all what I intended, and we were kind of forced out. Okay, let's continue. As they tucked into a roast lunch, the Queen made it clear to Harry that she would always support him in whatever he decided to do, like a grandson. Though a 12-month trial period had already been promised to Harry earlier in the year, their conversation was also a reminder that should he and Meghan ever want to return to their roles, they were always welcome. Okay, so this meeting was widely publicized at the time. It took place on March 1st. Now, a lot of water has flowed under the bridge since this time. I'm wondering if it's different for Harry versus Meghan. I think Harry is always welcome back. I think Meghan has gone too far afield, and I really don't think Meghan is welcome back. So I want to look at that. And I also wonder if some of the recent revelations and accusations have changed things, have closed this door, specifically for Meghan and maybe for Harry. And I wonder if Harry has damaged his image to the point that he's not able to come back. And there's one more thing that is out this morning. Meghan Markle's biography, where she says, I'm proud to be a feminist, is wiped from the family's official website. Okay, so huge chunks of Meghan Markle's page on the official royal family website have been culled. Okay, I think her entire bio has been removed, but specifically the stuff about her being a feminist, because that is political. Okay, the royal family does not take political stands. You don't get up there, say, I'm a royal, and then take political stands, for feminism, against abortion, and whatever and whatnot. And that's literally all Meghan does. So I actually think that Meghan's entire bio has been removed from the royal website. And so always believe the actions, never believe the words. That looks to me like the door is closing for Meghan to come back. That's not true of Harry. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. This, I believe, is the statement after they left. Statement from Her Majesty the Queen. Strictly embargoed, 6:30 p.m. Statement from Buckingham Palace. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are grateful to Her Majesty and the royal family for their ongoing support as they embark on the next chapter of their lives. As agreed in this new arrangement, they understand that they are required to step back from royal duties, including official military appointments. Harry lost all of his military appointments. They will no longer receive public funds for royal duties, yet they are still receiving millions of dollars from Charles, which is public funds. With the Queen's blessing, the Sussexes will continue to maintain their private patronages and associations while they can no longer formally represent the Queen. The Sussexes
have made clear that everything they do will continue to uphold the values of Her Majesty. None of the things that they do, they're constantly attacking the Queen and the royal family. The Sussexes will not use their HRH titles as they are no longer working members of the royal family. They kept using and using and using those HRH titles until they were required to stop, and then they even argued that they had the right to use their HRH titles. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, you know, the term royal, Sussex royal, the Queen doesn't have, you know, a copyright on the word royal. What about Royal Crown Cola? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have shared their wish to repay the sovereign grant expenditure for the refurbishment of Frogmore Cottage, which they will remain their UK family home. They have never returned to Frogmore Cottage. I don't believe they ever lived in it. They spent millions and millions of dollars, and now they're paying back like $10 a month forever. Buckingham Palace does not comment on the details of security arrangements. There are well-established independent processes to determine the need for publicly funded security. Interesting. So security actually became a big issue. It's interesting how far-sighted they are, that they knew this, and that security, the cost of security would be enormous. So let's see, does the palace still, are the palace doors still open to their return? Because Meghan is driving this ship. She's completely in control of everything. She's completely in control of Harry. His words are not, he doesn't use Britishisms, he uses Americanisms, which indicates that an American is writing his speeches. That American is almost certainly Meghan Markle. He's very woke. So, are the doors to the palace still open for their return? Interesting to see how this turns out. Are the palace doors still open? Star of Bethlehem is the way, you know, the way. They left this path, and there's a big change. So they're outside of the stream of the royal family, 15 four clubs. They're outside of the stream, and a big change has occurred. So the theme of this reading is the big change and them leaving. Leaving was a big change. Renewal, a new life. The ugly caterpillar becomes the beautiful butterfly. So they're transforming their life. Handcuffs, joined. In the future, we have home, crossroads, four-leaf clover, straight razor, and olive tree. Cutting the deep rooting of the olive tree. Four-leaf clover, events as they occur, decisions about the family. Family decisions, events as they occur, cutting from the root, cutting from the family tree. So it is kind of up to circumstances. They play everything out as it happens, step by step by step. So it's not decided. There's been a big change. They're committed to transformation of their path. But it's up to circumstances. I see the way still being open. Let's look at Harry versus Meghan. I don't think Meghan can come back, but I mean, she kind of could, but they would have to muzzle her and bind her and watch her very, very carefully, because she's the Duchess of Woke, and she's constantly, I don't know. I don't think she could come back and represent the royal family, because she never really did. And she just simply wouldn't change. She wouldn't modify anything she was doing, up to and including wearing stockings, covering her shoulder in blouses, you know, down to the elbow as is required. So is it different for Harry versus Meghan? Harry versus Meghan. Can Harry come back and maybe Meghan can't? Or is it, you know, what's it looking like? Or even Meghan can come back. Harry. Meghan. We got the no for Meghan. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. So Harry, we have the executioner cut off, a plan cut off, woman and Trinity. He's the son of Diana. Okay, 12, 13, 25, 28, 7 spades, secrets. There is a secret plan, okay, working everything together with the son of Diana, and secrets and executioner. They are prepared to completely cut Harry off. They are preparing a secret plan to completely separate Harry from the royal family at this point. So his situation is getting worse and worse and worse, and the longer he sticks around with Meghan, the worse it's going to get. So I think they put all their ducks in a row, and then once they put all their ducks in a row, then they decide what they're going to do. That's what I think they're doing. So they have prepared a plan to completely cut Harry off. They are preparing a plan, but they haven't done it. They're just preparing a plan. What do we have over here with Meghan? No, full stop because of all the conflict revealed. So 13, 4 hearts. She's like a bomb. Sun is like an explosion. They just don't want anything else to do with all the conflict that she's creating. Literally every time she opens her mouth, she's attacking and blaming the royal family, pretty much. And she's really merciless. So, is the royal family attacking her? No, never. No one is saying anything negative about Meghan from the royal family side. And anything she thinks is remotely negative, she sues everybody. So she's just suing everybody. And even paparazzi who take photos of her, and she calls the paparazzi and asks them to take photos of her, she's now suing those people as well. So it's crazy. She's constantly attacking, and it's been revealed. So I think Meghan is not welcome back, and I think Harry is still welcome back, but they're preparing plans to completely cut him off, like Edward and Wallace. Underneath, earthquake and angel. All the goodwill has been destroyed. 21, all the goodwill in the family has been destroyed because of this just constant attacking narrative. A plan, the fox is very clever, reacting to the plan of the fox at 11 and 23. So just constantly attacking the family. The fox is just constantly blaming the family. So it's becoming more and more sour, both Harry and Meghan's relationship. I think if Harry stays with Meghan, they'll execute we're going to cut Harry off completely, because I think they can't afford to have Meghan in the family. She just is doing too much damage to them, and she's so off narrative. She's not allowed to be political. She's only political. She only makes political statements. Have revelations and or accusations from Finding Freedom is this what's closing the door? Is it Finding Freedom, the book, that is closing the door, which is not even published? Look at how much we're talking about a book that is not even published yet. Now they're letting out little serialized pieces in the paper to create more interest, and it's number 1 in 3 categories on Amazon, because I just checked. So are revelations from Finding Freedom closing that door? Is it the book Finding Freedom that is, that's the last straw? Well, we have the yes card. Okay, so Finding Freedom is a critical step. It's everything all the time. The hamster wheel is the work card, and it's the same thing every day, all the time. It's the long journey. So constantly, it's a constant barrage, 1924, of negativity. It's a constant ongoing, Jacob's ladder is progressive. It's a constant progressive ongoing tirade of negativity that is souring the relationship. So this is another Finding freedom is very important. It is another key element that is souring the relationship between Meghan and Harry and the royals. What's underneath? The permanent marriage, secrets to all the people, 14, 25 spades. There's other secrets that will be exposed to the public about the family. Okay, so a lot of people think there's blackmail going on. We know that Meghan was taking photographs. She was making journals, which have now become Finding Freedom. She was maybe recording things like Omarosa was in the White House. How did that turn out for Omarosa? We have literally not heard another word from Omarosa since she put President Trump on blast. And that's what happens when you really attack somebody who's very powerful. Who's more powerful than the Queen? Not a lot of people. There's a few people maybe, but not many. So there's additional secrets, and this looks like blackmail of the family. Now we know about, Mr. A and some of that stuff. That's out in the public. She may know more about that. She may be involved in that, but she has additional dirt to scoop on the royals. And so the Finding Freedom is a big deal, but she even has additional dirt to scoop on the royals. Has Harry damaged his image and reputation too much to return as a working royal? Okay, because it's all about the people. Harry was the happy-go-lucky party boy, just a really good bloke, and now he just keeps damaging his image, calling everybody a bigot and a sexist. Literally from the moment we found, I think Harry's first statement regarding Meghan was stop, harassing Meghan. That was his first statement. Okay, so that is Meghan's influence, is this constant tirade of, accusing people of bigotry and sexism. And Harry has really insulted the British people repeatedly. So through these accusations, these unfounded accusations, has Harry damaged his image and reputation too much to return as a working royal at this point? Because we have people in the military speaking out against Harry, and we used to love Harry. Harry was a good guy, but I don't recognize this person he's become. Has Harry damaged his reputation too much? So we have a union card and we have a broken card. Breaking the union with all the people, 12, 3 spades, constantly through hard work. He's working hard to destroy what he's built, his relationship with the people, his connection to his world. He's working very hard to destroy his connection with his world. But 2 diamonds, he's still connected. It's not over for Harry. He's constantly damaging his reputation and image and his relationship with the people. But it's not over. The 2 diamonds is in the middle, not in the past. What do we have underneath? We have the end of the foundation. Now, some things maybe are over. He's kind of killed off the foundation with the British public, Queen of Clubs, the mother, the UK is the mother. That's the mother of all the people. The people live in the UK and use her resources. So let's see. Water into wine, transformation. His speaking, yeah, that's true. His speaking about the UK and its people has really changed, really transformed. And the old foundation, the old situation is done. He has irrevocably changed some things. People are going to hold him to some of his words. He has irrevocably changed some things by his new woke speaking. He's really kind of screwed some things up for himself. And that damage is going to last for a long, long, long time. Okay, just like Charles and Diana, the mess of that relationship played out in the public eye, and Diana comes forward and says there were 3 of us in that relationship. That has never that has played out in Charles's life for his entire life, and there are some things that Harry has said and done which will never go away, and that people will never forget, and they're going to be very upset at him about those things for forever. And interestingly, like naked billiards and wearing the Nazi uniform to Halloween, people actually forgave him for that. So, and I would think that, marrying Meghan, who's biracial, would maybe be trying to make up for that. I think they thought that might be a good, but nothing is ever enough. There's nothing that's ever going to be enough. And the moment Harry and Meghan announce that they're splitting up or divorcing, Harry is going to start being accused of being a bigot constantly. So there's never enough. Nothing is enough. And he hasn't done anything to change anything about the accusations that will be leveled at him later. Nothing is enough. You cannot appease those people. So let's see. Are the palace doors still open? Well, there's a big change here. It's up to the minute by minute. They are transforming their way. It's up to the minute to minute. It's up to the minute to minute. Okay, so nothing is decided. The palace doors are still open. Nothing is decided. Is Harry in a better position than Meghan? You bet. Harry's in a much better position than Meghan, but trust has been destroyed, and this constant attacking and souring of the relationship is really having its effect. Okay, I think that door is pretty much closed for Meghan. The door is still open for Harry, but they are making contingency plans to completely cut him off, like Edward. Is it the finding freedom? Is this the poison pill that did it? No, it's a constant. Finding freedom is very important. But this is part of that larger narrative, and it's constant. And Meghan has additional blackmail on them. Has Harry damaged his reputation so much that he can't return as a working royal? No, it's still intact, but there are some things that the British people are not going to forget. So it's getting worse and worse and worse for Harry, and the longer he hangs on with Meghan, they're ready, willing, and able. They're creating a plan to cut him out completely and to send him, they sent Edward and Wallace to the Bahamas, and boy, talk about nothing to do. He just frittered away the rest of his life. He was king, and he frittered away his life, sweeping the mantle or something, and arranging things inside the house. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.